Today we'll be making one cookie with two flavors, and it comes with a molten chocolate center that'll just melt in your mouth. So let's get started. Starting with softened room temperature butter is really important. It should hold its shape even when I press it with a spatula. This texture is quite important before we start the recipe. Into the same bowl, we'll be adding icing sugar. Not the regular granulated sugar though. Icing sugar gives these cookies a finer, more melt-in-your-mouth crumb, which is really what makes them feel so special. Now we're going to cream these two together using a spatula. I like doing this by hand, because this way you can feel exactly when the mixture is ready, almost fluffy-like in texture. This looks good. Once you're at this stage, we're ready to move on to the dry ingredients. We'll be adding the all-purpose flour and baking soda. Now a lot of people ask why baking soda and not baking powder. Baking powder would make the cookies puff up, almost like a cake dome, whereas baking soda on the other hand gives us just enough lift and helps the cookies spread. Fold this in gently with the spatula. No aggressive mixing here, and only use your fingertips to bring the dough together. This is what the finished dough looks like, smooth and not sticky at all. Now set that aside and bring in another bowl. This is where we're going to take about 1/3 of our vanilla dough, and this portion is going to become our chocolate dough. So to this we'll be adding Nutella, that is the beautiful hazelnut chocolate spread. It's a store-bought one, but you can always make your own, and this is what gives the chocolate dough its richness. Along with the Nutella, we'll be adding a little of cocoa powder. This deepens the chocolate color and intensifies the flavor as well. So when you see that beautiful dark swirl in the finished cookie, that's what's creating the contrast. Back to our larger portion, the vanilla dough. We're finishing it off with a splash of vanilla extract. It really brings in the warmth and depth in flavor. Go ahead and take a tray lined with parchment paper. And for the fun part, we're also going to add a little chocolate surprise in the center of the cookies. So go ahead and call your little ones to join in. Start by taking a small portion of the vanilla dough and a small portion of the chocolate dough as well. Place them together by layering them, by breaking them into half and just alternating them. And gently press to flatten. Fold it over on itself and take a piece of chocolate and place it right in the center. Fold the dough around it, encasing the chocolate completely, and gently press it into a slightly domed cookie shape. That dome is intentional. It gives the cookie that beautiful thick center, as it will melt in the oven and go slightly flat when baked. And as you shape each cookie, you'll naturally create the marble effect, and each one is going to look different than the other. But don't overwork the dough or you'll lose the contrast. The size of the cookie can be based on your personal choice. You can make them larger or smaller in size. But remember, you must bake them for a shorter time when smaller in size, and longer time, of course, for the larger ones. Now here's something I love about this recipe. You don't have to bake them all at once. Once shaped, you can place the cookie dough balls onto a tray, freeze them for an hour until firm, and then transfer them to a Ziploc bag and store them in the freezer for up to 3 months. And you can easily bake them when you want, fresh batch each time. Make sure to place them on your lined tray with a little room between each, as they will spread on baking. Place the tray into a preheated oven and bake for just about 8 to 10 minutes until you see a slight golden browning on the edges. They will look a little underdone when they come out, but that's absolutely fine because they will firm up as they cool. Beautiful marble effect with an ever so lightly cracked tops. Always let the cookies cool for at least 5 minutes before moving them onto a plate, or else they might just fall apart. Perfectly spread with an ever so light browning on the bottom. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. And there it is, that molten chocolate center oozing out from the middle, and that stuffed chocolate melts right into your mouth every time you bite onto it. And when you break it further, layer after layer of chocolate and vanilla with the pure chocolate bliss in the center makes you want to bite into it even more, don't you think? I really hope you give these marble cookies a try, and when you do, I'd love to know how they turned out for you. Do leave a comment below. Happy baking! Thank you for watching. Bye for now.